Is there time to see what's making business and financial news, beginning as ever with the markets. It's the last day of the trading week, and investors are reacting, as always, to the spread of the coronavirus. In Japan, stocks are down 1/3% on the Nikkei. Hong Kong's Hang Seng down just under 1%. The Shanghai Composite, though, trading up 1/3, and the Kospi in Seoul down 1.4%. Now, Lebanon's financial crisis is facing a new cliff edge. The country has been suffering from a shortage of dollars for months now, causing intermittent bank closures as well as limits on money withdrawals and transfers. The government is due to pay a $1.2 billion bond in early March, and there are fears it could default on that obligation. Luke Trego has the details.
Pulling in the experts. A team from the International Monetary Fund is in Lebanon to advise the financially stricken nation on its enduring economic crisis.
Hopefully we'll get results that relieve the country on all levels: monetary, social, economic and living conditions.
The nation's enduring its worst financial woes since the end of the civil war there in 1990. Its public debt has exploded in recent years after the government poured its reserves into propping up an overvalued currency pegged to the dollar since 1997. Corruption, mismanagement and overspending on dysfunctional infrastructure has also bled coffers almost dry. And with a $1.2 billion sovereign bond maturing in less than a month, Lebanon is teetering on a cliff edge. Protests worsened after informal currency controls went into place last October, limiting access to foreign currency and restricting transfers abroad. Now, as one World Bank official told France 24, there's little choice left but to push through long-delayed reforms.
The situation will keep deteriorating, and we may find ourselves in a few weeks, few months, in a place that would be extremely difficult to the Lebanese citizen who would be seeing his or her purchasing power, his or her life totally shattered.
For now, Beirut hasn't requested financial aid from the IMF, and will decide soon whether and how to pay out on the bond or seek to restructure its debt.
Well, as difficult EU budget discussions continue this Friday, no group is paying more attention than the bloc's farmers. The continent's common agricultural policy could hang in the balance, with the EU's 27 members seeking to make up a budget shortfall, with contending difficult geopolitical realities.
What's going to happen to the budget for European agriculture? Even as the EU's 27 member states gear up for what are certain to be tumultuous finance talks, the continent's farmers want to be certain they'll still get their slice of the pie.
What we see today are severe cuts within the agricultural part of the European budget, and severe cuts in a sector which is already suffering today. We have European farmers who are in an average of 40% of the income of the average European citizen. So farmers who are already struggling.
Stretching back nearly 60 years, Europe's common agricultural policy has seen often badly needed subsidies go to farmers across the bloc. However, funding set aside could now take a major cut of tens of billions of euros. The result not just of the €75 billion hole left by the United Kingdom's departure, but changing priorities within a Europe that's seeking to make up that shortfall. Combating the climate crisis, modernising the economy, border protection and common defence, all areas that have been pulled into the foreground in recent years, and the funding has to come from somewhere. It's left already fractious discussions looking downright sour and farmers fretting.
It's fine to make agricultural policy greener, but there comes a time when in terms of farming efficiency you reach limits. Farming isn't necessarily environmentally friendly.
Member states more reliant on agriculture, such as France, Spain and Poland, have already shown determination to preserve farming subsidies. Just how much support they'll get from other quarters, however, is far less certain.